obviously he's the best player on the best team. And we assume this is a championship team. They look like a championship team. And we're watching this play out now in Minnesota. Anthony Edwards is carrying the Timberwolves, right? How about the Knicks? Jalen Brunson carrying the Knicks. So we see the best player on the team usually do the heavy lifting when it comes to scoring. So I respect where the criticism of Jayson Tatum is coming from. It's not foreign to me. But the thing is, he's helping in other ways. And I also, George, believe, and you gave the numbers in the last Boston has entered the chat, he's not shooting particularly well. I don't believe that's going to last. He's going to shoot well. It's not even a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And I have to imagine it's going to happen at some point in the series, if not tonight, George.
So my issue with all this, though, and why I really want to point out that Jayson Tatum's struggles will eventually bite the Celtics, is you won 64 games this regular season. And in those 64 wins, Jayson Tatum averaged 27.5 points per game. Right. All around in the regular season, where you had the third best net rating in NBA history, you had Jayson Tatum averaging 27 points per game on 47% shooting from the floor, 38% from deep. His numbers have dropped down to 21.2 points per game in the playoffs, 41% from the floor, 25% from three. I get it. I don't need him to shoot a ton, but I need him to be effective and efficient in his game. I don't need him to score a ton. Right. I just need him to be efficient, and it's how he's going about to find his shot. What Jayson Tatum's always been about, and he said it after he scored his first 40-point game of his career, he goes, oh, man, you know what I realized? Like, if I attack the rim early, if I get to the free throw line, find my shot there, then the three ball starts falling. And then I know I can do it. I did 40 once. I did 50 once. I could do that any night. This is my path to executing and getting to that point. He's settling for threes. He's settling for jump shots. He's hunting that three ball early and really trying to fall into it. So what worries me, like him coming off an 0 for 5 performance from deep as it was in game one, is he going to get frustrated and start pressing and want to find his shot and really just start settling mid-range, long twos, go to the cup, attack. Now, given, if you watch how teams are defending him, the second Jayson Tatum gets into the paint, automatic double team, triple team coming his way. They're forcing the ball out of his hands. So I understand he's not getting those looks. But Jayson Tatum, you have to find your shot eventually. And this is a guy still, you talk about if he's not sulking or anything. What I always watch for him, we see it all the time. Missed shot Jayson Tatum. Someone rebounds it. He goes up, just punches at the ball, gets called on to reach in foul. You have to stop those dumb, frustrating fouls. You have to stop being frustrated like that. All right, if your shot's not falling, good on you. You had 11, 5, and 3 in game one, and you won by 25 points. This is the part where I'm going, and I'm making sure to check myself. The Celtics are winning by 18, 20, 25, 30 points. Right. And Jayson Tatum is shooting this way. That's fine. But eventually the playoffs will shine through and it will get tight. And you need him to be better than your fourth best shooter on your team. You need him to be better than the Derek Whites and the Drew Holidays and the Sam Hausers. That's who he's shooting worse than. You need him to be better than that. But right now he's not. So that's why I worry. He's your best player. He's your leader. And eventually he has to be that dude. But I don't know if he's going to find his shot because when does he break out of this? You're facing a Cavs team that's good defensively. That Miami Heat team is okay. They're all right defensively. Knicks team you're going to face, they're going to be easier defensively. But who do you get in the finals, right? A Timberwolves team that has that size, that has those guys on the perimeter that can match up with you. A Nuggets team which has a pedigree, a Thunder team who has the athletes, the length, and the size too. So that's what there has to be a red flag raised. You have to recognize it. Yes, they're winning. These are bad teams they're beating too. Yeah. So how are you going to do against the good teams when you do need that scoring and that efficient shooting from Jayson Tatum to come through?
Okay, I guess I'm more bullish on him than you, so it sounds like a perfect time to play a game of buy or sell here for game two. And let's start with Jayson Tatum. Buy or sell, he leads the game in points. I'm buying this. And it goes back to what I just said. Look, he's helping you in other ways. We've laid that out. But in terms of the scoring, I just think at some point, when you look at all the players who came out and defended him, right? We saw the Peyton Pritchard quote there. Drew Holiday was another one. Joe Mazzulla. I mean, all his guys are coming to his defense. This is about, okay, let's get him back on track here, scoring-wise. I think they are going to put the spotlight on Jayson Tatum to get back going scoring-wise, just to quiet this nonsense down and show you we are a true team. We're not a team with a superstar. And when things go bad with our superstar, we don't know what the hell to do. Like you see so many of these NBA teams around the league that have a star. This team is actually a good team, and their superstar is just not a pain in the butt and doesn't make it all about him. So I think it's going to be reciprocated here, where in game 2 tonight, I believe the Celtics are going to say, here you go, bro. Get back on track. We got you tonight. I think we're going to get an absolute clinic tonight in game 2 from Jayson Tatum in terms of scoring. So I'm buying this. Are you buying or selling? He leads everyone in points.
Sell. I think just
it.
how good Jaylen Brown is playing, you're going to keep going that way. And what else would Joe Mazzulla do then? You're getting questioned about Jayson Tatum scoring and his struggles. He's just going to show, and he wants to prove a point. It doesn't matter. They're going to keep playing the style their way. They're winning by 25 points. Yeah. He's been the leading scorer in one game this postseason for the Celtics. Bam Adebayo still outscored him in that game. He hasn't been the highest scorer in a game for the Celtics since April 9th. He's been playing this type of basketball, but you can't hide from the shooting slump that he's in. Can he break out against the Cavaliers? I don't know. Again, this is a top 10 defensive team when you go back to the regular season. Has a good perimeter defender like Isaac Okoro, guys that can pick him up on the outside. I'm just going to sell this one because of the threat that Donovan Mitchell is and the run he's been on, but more importantly, how effective, how good Jaylen Brown has been, where he is really the guy to me that could drop 30 any night for the Celtics.